a world where negativity, toxicity, and hatred runs rampant, two superheroes. What? Oh, not superheroes? So like two regular heroes? Not even regular heroes? Just two dudes? Sure, whatever. It's your script. Two nerds who are sick of toxic fandom have made it their goal to rid the world of negativity, 1 hour at a time.
Welcome to Pop-timistic.
Welcome to a special Minisode.
A short-timistic.
Oh, yeah. Cute.
Pop to short.
Brent, this week, has decided to channel his inner Jim Carrey and say yes, man, to
yeah,
things.
that's right. Mm-hmm.
Yes, he has decided to not say no and instead say yes to new experiences. Experiences such as bathhouses and picking up children. Apparently, we were talking about it earlier. It's not what it sounds like. I also shouldn't have paired that with bathhouses.
Nope.
Brent has watched a TV show.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
What?
It is 2010's Spartacus starring Andy Whitfield.
No, I have not watched that yet.
Finally, Brent has finally watched Loki.
Finally, God, what kind of monster doesn't watch it immediately?
Yeah.
And then sit week after week needing more, wanting more. Like, I'm not going to beg. Well, okay, I will beg, but
join us, Brent, in the fucking brothel house of shame, us begging for every single weekly hit of our Loki heroin.
Yeah.
And begging for money on the street.
My wife was like, we are not watching this until we move to Colorado. And I was like, okay.
Yeah,
I love you, so that's a great idea. And then I slowly died. And my wife wonderfully offered and said, you should watch it by yourself. And I was like, I have no interest in watching a Marvel thing by myself right now. I'd rather watch it with you. That's like our thing. Our thing is Marvel.
Yes.
If I watch it alone, I might as well just be divorced, you know?
There's a point where I probably could have gone and seen Black Widow alone, and I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that. The point is the kind of, I mean, like, even if I look back on it, like, sure, it's also personal relationships, like wife and husband, but it's also like, you would be depriving yourself of like that same idea of going to see like Endgame in a theater. Like,
yeah,
that energy that you're sharing with someone and just watching something you like. It's just, it's so much better.
It's funny because watching Loki, I also realized, which there's going to be a lot of spoilers for Loki, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, it's been like a month, guys, if you haven't watched Loki.
The last episode came out like a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Oh man, time. I don't.
Yeah. So calm yourself down.
I'll try. Sorry.
It's nice to watch stuff with her because I'm really bad at picking up on like small connections between films, and she's really, really good at it.
Oh,
so
really?
Like, that's from this and this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that you know all this stuff so well.
Oh, that's
she's awesome.
me. That's me in the thing. Yeah, I'm always telling Emerald, and she's like, "Shut the hell up! I'm trying to enjoy something."
I honestly think that those movies are like too. They're too much. It's like sensory overload. So my brain is like, I have to try to track this story as much as possible, or I'm going to look at a shiny object in the bottom left-hand corner that doesn't matter and then not look at anything else.
I love how completely different our ADHD is.
Well, it's funny because I have to watch stuff like multiple times to get all of it.
Oh, okay.
That's just how I am. And but luckily my wife will point things out and I'm like, I didn't notice that.
Oh,
she's great.
That's awesome. I'm glad that you guys compliment each other like that.
An ad about my wife and how wonderful she is.
Everyone should date Brent's wife.
Stay away from my wife.
Jesus Christ.
I have tattoos. I'm ready to go to prison.
Yeah. Actually, the only thing missing is a prison tattoo. If you got a tattoo on your face, what would it be?
Probably something. Oh, just words like I'm a normal guy.
Like the Joker, but I'm a normal man.
Yeah,
like right
I'm
here.
Normal.
Yeah,
I'm just a guy.
I'd think like something like eyes on your eyelids. You know, because then
I would
when
never
you're
get my
sleeping, you're
eyelids
awake.
tattooed.
No, that would be awful, especially if you're in prison and they're all like just tapping away on your eyelids.
Well, a funny fact about your eyelids that a lot of people don't know, your eyeballs are underneath them. So fuck that.
Man, I didn't know that until. Thanks, Doc.
Yeah. Hey, no
I
problem.
learned something
That's what
today.
I'm here for.
Yeah.
PhD in idiocracy.
So I guess that's it for us today. No, just kidding. We're going to
Our 7-minute episode.
we're going to dive a little bit in. I've talked about Loki a lot.
Yeah,
especially
the shoe cobbler and
right. Well, and then I mean, what do you think of the episode where he gets polio?
Oh, it was heartfelt and touching.
Yeah, it was very dramatic.
And then when he goes forward in time and he gets COVID, like it's just they really hit all the hot topics.
That was a bookend of an episode. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
really
and then
something.
someone was like, "See, they made a vaccine for that."
No, but
Get a vaccine, you ass.
oh my god, I don't want to talk about this too much, but I'm actually going to go get a booster. I got the J&J before, and I'm going to go get. I've been reading about you can get a Pfizer and like your antibody levels will be whatever. So I'm trying to beef myself up before our wedding and honeymoon. But
Hell yeah.
that was a quick ad for vaccines, bringing you modern society as you know it.
Brought to you by the Microsoft Surface Pro. Bill Gates can look at my info.
Your finger is the stylus now. Just get the vaccine.
Use our code at checkout. Definitely a shill for Microsoft.
So what'd you think, man? Like what coming out of it? What were your thoughts?
I mean, my arm didn't hurt that bad.
No, not the vaccine.
Oh, sorry. Right. That's not what
Loki.
we're talking about. Oh, right. So Loki, I loved. I will say.
No way. Really?
Yeah, I will say that the first 4 episodes, which if anyone doesn't know, there's only 6 episodes. So don't go into it thinking like, yes, this is going to be a long venture into life. No,
right.
It's short. Although each episode is 45 minutes, which is great. I was very bored during the first 3.5 episodes.
Oh, okay.
Like interesting things were happening.
Yeah.
But it was like, I'm not here. I'm just not here for it.
Interesting. What do you think? Why do you think that is?
Because I'm a dumb man, and I'm like, if not 100 people ain't been shot yet, then I'm upset.
No,
but maybe that.
No, I kind of I felt sluggish in a couple sections.
Which were
building to some of it. I'd say the first episode didn't hook me like I thought it would. So I'll give you that for sure.
The first episode is kind of just like, okay.
I didn't know where we were going. Okay, so I didn't know where they were really going with it. And then what I really enjoyed, I think it was the second episode. It's been a while for me because I only watched them once and I watched them when they came out. So like the second episode was like a month ago.
You've only watched them once?
Yeah.
See, okay, here's another difference between you and I. I will watch that again, entire thing, binge through again, probably this next weekend, or if not, just throughout the week, this week.
Yeah.
Because that's how I am with this stuff. Because like I said, the first couple episodes were like, for me. And then episode 5 hits you like a ton of bricks.
Like a ton of fucking bricks. Like a speeding train.
And then it ends and you're like, okay, well, we're on to the next one.
Yeah.
Let's see what it's like. And it's so, oh my gosh, the last 2 episodes are possibly some of my favorite Marvel content now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I guess I have a couple questions before we really start like showering it with love, because I kind of felt
all I'm gonna do.
I felt the beginning. I felt your little slowness, but I really love the episode of in the superstore and leading up to the reveal of Loki.
Sylvie?
Yes, Sylvie. I loved when she was in different characters. and they had like the hair flip and shit. Like, and it was like the process of revealing her and then what her plan. And then that episode hit I was like, oh shit, where are you going with this? And the minute she dropped all of the charges through the portals to create a massive ton of events, I thought that was going to be the impetus of like the rest of it. I was like, oh shit, here we go. And then like, from what I remember, the next episode just started and they were like, that's fine. It's all good.
There's also like
that
a couple
threw me off.
There's a couple like switches here and there too, where it's like, this is the way we're going. No, we're not. This is actually the direction we're going. And it's like, what just happened? But I think so. Like I said, first couple of episodes were not like thrilling through and through, but they all had pieces of them that was like, okay, that's really cool. And I know that they're going to use that to set up something bigger.
That's right.
I have to say, Owen Wilson crushed it.
Oh yeah, like, dude. Yeah.
I love Owen Wilson. I cannot wait for the fact that what they have now done is essentially set up the possibility, and maybe it'll never come to fruition, but the possibility that we could see Owen Wilson in multiple realities, so multiple ages from like multiple. Oh my gosh.
Oh, and they're all riding jet skis.
Well, maybe not that, but just being able to have that compilation of things happen, all of the stuff that they've opened up now for the MCU, because like, and I think that's why it is almost certainly one of my favorite shows now, even though the two at the end were the only ones that I was like compelled from start to end. But the fact that they've set up all of the multiverse stuff for like the Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, they blew it wide open. And I was going to talk about that later, but let's get into it because that's the most exciting thing. I literally texted you and I was like, we were buzzing, physically buzzing around the house because the last two episodes were so good.
Well,
so they opened it wide up. They finally
text me. Yeah, you text me about it, and you were like, "You need to watch Loki." And this is when you had gotten like, you had asked me how far into Loki I was, and I said we still haven't watched any, and you were dumbfounded, and you were like sincerely offended that we had not watched it yet because you're like, you need to watch it because I have to talk to you about this.
I wanted to share that moment with you so badly.
You're gonna have to.
I know.
But now, looking back at that, god damn,
you get it.
I wish I would.
You get it
because I had that same buzz immediately when it was over. I don't think I've been so exhilarated for like the upcoming level of Marvel stuff and like in a franchise at all. But now I'm like, what's gonna happen?
Well, they cracked it wide open, and they've been doing what they've been teasing since like WandaVision with like stunt castings and, just kind of hinting at it. And of course we know Doctor Strange in the multiverse of madness. So we knew that this was going to happen, but we didn't know in what regard. And they did it so perfectly because they introduced what is basically the next Thanos, but they introduced him in an incredible way. So, the next like Thanos is called Kang the Conqueror.
Yep.
And in the comics, it's different. I love what they've done with him here because what they've done with him here is give themselves the ability to have multiple villains that are all the same person, that are all just a little bit different.
Yep.
And I'm really excited to see what he does with, so Kang is going to be in, Ant-Man 3, Quantumania.
Ooh.
Apparently he's the villain in it.
Ooh.
So anybody who hasn't watched, or maybe let's get some context. So Loki is what's called a variant. He is from a rogue timeline that shouldn't exist, and he stole a cosmic cube from the Avengers and took off. So then there's an agency outside of time that kind of patrols time and keeps one timeline existing called the Sacred Timeline. And this Sacred Timeline is crafted by someone. And the entire time you're wondering, who created the TVA, who is doing all this stuff. There's a bunch of red herrings about it. And it turns out to be this man who crafted every single thing in the MCU. And the reason why he's crafted sort of this timeline as it is because there is a multiversal war, and he won and crafted it away from that so that there wouldn't be infinite amount of multiverses that all turn on each other. And his alter egos, his variants, were extremely violent, conquesting like entire multiverses, killing billions, hundreds of billions of people. And so he decided to only have one timeline ever. But he did that to the point where Loki and Sylvie, the female Loki variant, who was taken at a young age and then escaped from the TVA and has been on the run ever since, they meet up, have a little romance, and then he has crafted it so that they arrive at his doorstep basically to make the choice to assume the mantle because he's tired and continue the work or let it all go. So in this amazing sort of confrontation between two people that might love each other, but also have their own motivations, they fight, and Sylvie wins by killing him. Kang, not Loki. Yeah. So what that does is so he's gone, and it cracks open. Literally, the multiverse happens in front of their eyes, and it just like all these timelines splinter out. So that's kind of the general gist of what we're talking about.
Yep.
And it opens up so many possibilities. Like you're saying, like Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to talk about what that could mean for Spider-Man?
I mean, I think it's pretty much already been confirmed everywhere else anyways, but
it's like one of those confirmed secrets. Like,
right.
They won't say it. They won't release a trailer.
If Tobey Maguire and gosh darn it, what's his name? Andrew Garfunkel are not in the next Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, we riot.
I will show my body on this podcast.
Oh, okay. I'll have to do a lot of editing.
No, I won't do that because my wife will cut off any body part that I show.
So how do I move back? Okay, so I want to get into a couple notes that I had. One, so this was written by a guy named Michael Waldron. This dude has been leapfrogging, and he's like the one made to write this thing because he was an intern on Rick and Morty. He was hired as a writer on Community by Dan Harmon to then be hired as a writer on Rick and Morty. And is now the maker of the multiverse. So he went from boop, 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 and he just leapfrogged right over. He's also the one who wrote the screenplay for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, nice.
So he is literally like the architect of the multiverse in the MCU.
That's
awesome. And side note, they love him so much that Kevin Feige actually hired him to write the screenplay for the Star Wars movie that Kevin Feige is producing.
That'll be neat.
Yeah. So anyways, this guy, it was just so funny because a lot of this was like a total Rick and Morty ripoff, which was like exactly what I wanted it to be.
Yeah. It was oh my God, it was so great.
The first couple episodes, I was already like, just show me more Lokis. I was like, give me as many Lokis as you can. And it took a while, but that shit paid off.
Well, and they did like slight setup stuff at the very beginning because they're going through and showing him these digital images of other Lokis and stuff. And like, then you get to see that come to fruition later with, oh my God. See, can we just go to episode 5? Let's just go to episode 5.
Yeah. Let's just fucking skip to it.
A bunch of stuff happens in episode 1 through 4. And then episode 5 happens. And it could have been a movie. And it could have been really 4 hours on its own, and I would have been happy.
Yeah.
But in this, we got old Loki, which one of the best, maybe most rewarding moments in Marvel for me is when old Loki, who is from another timeline, talks about how when Thanos snapped his neck, Thanos didn't actually kill him because he had projected something so real that Thanos didn't actually kill him. And it's, for me, I'm like, oh my God, that's the Loki that we all were sad died at the end of Endgame. So that was like a big old like wraparound of happiness for me. I know it's not, but it's fine.
Yeah.
And then we got Alligator Loki.
Yes, of course.
Which
the meme,
was,
which is the one that. So I sent Brent
so funny
when I was in the depths of my despair and just absolutely desperate to get Brent to watch Loki. I was like trying to ply Kelly through Brent, and I was like, and I sent him a picture of Alligator Loki with no context, and I said, "Just show her this picture."
Well, and that didn't even work. And then we watched it, and I knew Alligator Loki was coming. And I was like, okay, cool. It's just gonna be an alligator with Loki's hat on,
right?
But so much shit happens with him. It's so funny, and like even when they're just in scenes walking around, and you can like see him crawling behind them.
Oh, it's so good.
It made me laugh way harder than I think it should have, but it was so funny to me. So yeah, old Loki, Alligator Loki, young Loki,
Kid Loki,
was very funny, but then also had like a really poignant line about how all Lokis, whenever they try to fix themselves, they all end up in this purgatory, essentially. I can't remember.
I love that. Exactly I love that they use the ironic image of a kid Loki as basically the wise one.
Yep.
That was really cool. And and you knew it was going to be cool because they gave him just a little bit of darkness because his like first line or whatever is I'm the Loki that killed Thor.
Yeah.
And he's a fucking child. Yeah. Like
so all the variants come from, they have a Nexus event. And so the Nexus event is what took them off of the glorious timeline.
Yeah.
My glorious
all hail the timeline. Yeah.
And
Kim Jong timeline.
They were asking each other what their nexuses were, and that was the kid's nexus. Was he did that? He killed Thor.
Yeah.
And then one of my favorite Lokis as well is Boastful Loki, is how he's credited.
Oh, really?
But the Black Loki that is essentially just Thor.
That's right.
His name is Boastful Loki. So essentially they're saying if he was more boastful, Loki would be Thor. Oh,
interesting.
Yeah,
I didn't.
But
know
he has
that.
a hammer and everything, and then every line that he says is so Thor, old Thor with long hair.
I don't know why that didn't fucking hit. I didn't get it.
Well, did you have the subtitles on?
No.
So I have to watch everything with subtitles because I have bad hearing because of video game volumes. So we always have to have subtitles on. And his credited name in it is Boastful Loki.
That's amazing.
That was the only reason I put it together.
Yeah.
And my wife, at first, she was like, no, that's stupid. And then she was like, oh, wait, no, that's okay. You're right. Yeah.
Hey, you did something.
I had a brain.
And yeah, that episode was incredible with all the different ones. The President Loki.
President Loki's so good.
Yeah. So then, of course, my favorite moment is when old Loki sacrifices himself. I mean, I saw it coming a million miles away because when you say in something, I can't, I'm going to just be selfish. Basically, I'm a selfish boy and I'm going to do what's good for me. Yep. I was like, well, you got to have a little bit of a story, so you're probably going to do the other thing. And so we saw it coming, but it was so good. I loved when he does this whole thing. He distracts a big monster and so that they can get into meet the big bad guy.
Yep.
That was amazing. So what
he also helps Loki realize that he's more powerful than he thinks he is.
That's right. Yeah.
Because
that
of
was
the
beautiful.
building that he constructs, and it's it's so good. It is so good.
Well, I like that all of them contribute to him understanding he's more powerful than he thinks. Yep. All of them. And in that regard, I was going to ask, what did you think about the relationship between Sylvie and Loki?
I mean, I like the love thyself theme.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. I love that it works on two levels.
A lot of people are like, oh, it's such a nice love story. But it's like, yeah, it's a love story where you're learning to love and like respect yourself and
that's right.
unlock the secrets of yourself by doing that.
Yep.
Because some of the stuff is like, one of Sylvie's big things is that she can do these like connections. What was she doing? What was she calling it?
Oh, that's right. Telekinetic. No, I don't remember.
She does some telekinetic stuff and makes connections. I can't remember what it's called.
But she goes into your memories.
Yes. Well, but she can control you too.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a mishmash of stuff.
It's a whole thing. When she's controlling you, you see memories of.
But she can also be in the memories and like rearrange them and shit. Yeah,
she's wild.
Yeah, she's a
Loki,
roller coaster.
Loki's like, how'd you learn how to do that? She's like, I taught myself.
Yeah, and you can too.
And it's funny because he does that to Valkyrie in Ragnarok, which would have been after this technically in his timeline. But he does that to Valkyrie because he grabs her head and he sees like all the other Valkyries and stuff dying.
Oh, I totally fucking forgot about that.
Yeah.
What a detail.
Yeah.
Because so much time had passed between Avengers and there that he had taught himself. Oh, damn, dude. Well done. Or was that Kelly making the connection?
I think that one was me. God.
Ooh, look at you go. 2 for 2.
I hope so. I know. Well, that's another thing about the last couple episodes, too. It was like I was so engaged, there was nothing I could miss. It was all so good.
Yeah. But it kind of begs the question, like, if there's a female you.
Oh, yeah.
Is it incest?
I mean, no, I think it's, if anything, it's just masturbating.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, multiversal masturbation. Masterverse. So, masterversal romance. Anyways, yeah, I thought that romance was amazing. I thought it was really well done. They took their time with it, and then like I love that it was used as the way to craft them coming to the place to see the man and give him the decision. So,
God, it was so good.
Can we talk about that guy's acting? Like the guy who played like King or whatever. His name was something different because he was a variant here.
Oh yeah.
But Jonathan, I forget his name, Thomas or something. Jonathan Taylor Thomas from
Home Alone. Not Home Alone. Oh my God, Home Improvement.
No, Home Improvement. Yeah. No, I don't remember his name, but Jonathan something. I love. He threw me so off guard because when he showed up on screen, I just wanted him to act menacing because I was like, oh, you're the villain, because we already knew he was cast as Kang, and so when he showed up, I was like immediately like, what is that? But like you just like go with the flow. He's so like Jeff Goldblum almost about things that you just like love him, which makes me really excited that they're just like batting for the fences with the fact that he's going to be different people.
Yes. It's going to be amazing.
And his last line fucking gave me goosebumps, which was, I'll be seeing you soon, or I'll see you soon, or something. Or he just said see you soon because he had just described like, I will be there. Not me, but my variants will be here. So see you soon. Fuck, dude, that gave me goosebumps. It's like
so good.
Yeah, the possibilities are endless.
So good.
Yeah, so that about wraps it up for me. Do you have any other thoughts or things you want to talk about?
No, not really. Well, I don't know. There's just so many little Easter eggs in it. I think anyone who has like not been on board with the Marvel stuff that's going on Disney Plus, watch this one. Just watch this one. Like don't watch WandaVision. Fine. Don't watch Winter Falcon. Fine.
Yeah.
Watch this one.
Yes.
Absolutely watch this one.
This is the necessary show.
Yes. Absolutely.
Not only for the fact that it sets up the next like 2 phases at least, but
because Young Avengers too.
Yeah, Young Avengers.
Oh God, what's her name? Well, in WandaVision too, both of her kids are supposed to be in Young Avengers. Who's the one that's in this one that's Young Avenger?
Kid Loki.
Yep, Young Avenger.
And then Haley Steinfeld or whatever from Hawkeye, the series.
Yep, that's right.
But not just that, but I'm talking about like the multiverse. It shows like so if you want to understand what that is, you have to watch this because they literally for 30 minutes sit there and explain it, why it's important, and then blow it the fuck up. So it'll really rock it'll get you ready for the rest. It'll get you really hyped. I'm excited for Doctor Strange just to see where the fuck that goes.
Yeah. Me too.
And and there's 2 Easter eggs that I spotted, but I had to look one of them up. So one is the Thanos copter was in it.
Yeah,
which was so fucking rad.
So cool. Did you? Okay, sorry. Continue. Go ahead.
And Throg. Thor Frog.
I had to look that one up to my wife. It's so good.
I had to look that one up because I was like, what the fuck? Why is a frog there? And I looked it up. By the way, Throg was voiced by Chris Hemsworth.
Sure was.
So good.
It's so good. I love it.
Sorry, I interrupted you in my excitement.
No, it's fine. You're allowed to.
No, I'm not. This is a podcast.
I forgot. I was really excited about it too. What were we talking about?
Everything. Loki. But I wanted to ask you, did you get our sponsored item today and did you vet it?
Oh. Kinda.
We can wait. No worries. So we actually got some sort of a sponsored item that we are vetting right now. So we'll see if that's up to par. And if we want to shill it to you. It is not a joke. We'll see.
Yeah, it's not a joke.
It's not a joke. We're trying to make money. Please,
people actually
hand us money. I will give you my Venmo. Mm-hmm. Actually, I'm banned from Venmo. And with that,
what a life you lead.
What a life. Do you have any? Do you want to shill anything? Did you had an ad you wanted to give the people?
Did I?
Yeah, you did. You wanted to. I forgot what it was.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What about a streaming service that is just Loki on repeat?
Oh, hey, I mean, I'd absolutely buy that. Do you want infinite joy in your life? Do you want to see Thomas Hiddleston?
It's probably his name. It's probably Thomas Hiddleston.
Watch Loki, idiot.
All right, we have Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all of them at pop_timistic. We are also
Microsoft
on YouTube.
Office, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Suites, Windows 95,
Discord, fucking Linux,
your mom's PayPal.
Hey,
all of the back.
All of our screen names at pop_timistic. We're also on YouTube. You're probably watching the video right now, maybe.
For YouTube, you do have to type in pop-timistic.
Yeah, it's a little annoying, but I believe in you.
Keep it in mind.
Yeah.
I couldn't find it. Anthony had to send me the link, so maybe that's just me showing my age again.
We're also not up on the algorithm, which you could help us with by subscribing.
Yo, hit the bell. Give it a like. Send it to your grandma's dead dog.
Smash that fucking shit like it fucked your mom.
Like this video or else I'm going to stop loving my son.
Oh. I'm going to beat all 6 cats in my house.
No, God, no.
All right, you guys, we love you. Thank you so much for joining us on this little mini-sode. We just wanted to show a little praise for Loki because it just fucking rocked our world.
It was great. It was great.
Yeah, let us know if there's anything that we've been missing, and we will talk to you soon.
Oh, all right. Wait. No, wait.
Wait.
I have a shout out.
Do it.
There's a slight bringing me joy that is in the vein of this episode. If you guys have not heard of, you should watch Screen Crush. Screen Crush is a YouTube channel that the guy does deep dive Easter egg stuff on all the episodes of. I mean, he did all the episodes of Loki. He did all the episodes of WandaVision. He's done the Marvel movies. He goes through and he finds all the Easter eggs. Sometimes he stretches a little bit to where he's like, yeah, that could be a thing, but maybe not.
Oh, okay. It's so like every frame of painting, but like a super geek.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's fun too, because it's like if you pick up on a Easter egg, like the ones that I picked up on, we then watched the episodes of Screen Crush and it was like, he just expanded that even more for me. And it's amazing. Cool. Oh, like the Thanos helicopter. I didn't know that Thanos's sword that he uses is the 2 blades looks like the 2 blades of his helicopter. And I was like, what?
That's right. I didn't think about that either, but that's so
cool.
fucking.
But yeah, no, you should absolutely watch Screen Crush.
Cool.
I think he does other series too, but I've only followed his Marvel stuff. Okay. But he's big into comic books and stuff. And boy, guys, check it out. It's really fun to watch. That was how we would do Winter Soldier, is we'd watch the episode and then we would watch his little video.
Oh, nice.
So cool to pick up on all the stuff you missed too. So it's fun. That is that's what I'll shill out to you folks.
You sold me, so I hope some other people, might follow in your footsteps. Also, we are 4 listens away from 1,000 downloads on our podcast in audio. So thank you guys so much for that. Like, that's incredible. I'm really honored to sort of be here, like that people keep coming back week after week listening to us be dum-dums.
Yeah, we don't deserve you guys.
We don't. It's mind-boggling. Anyways, I love you guys so much. You're all amazing. Thank you so much for showing up. We will see you very soon.
Yeah.
Okay. Love you. Bye.
Bye. Well, I told my wife that I know the reason why dad bods are like the thing right now, because you've got that fat, so they know that you've got money to feed yourself.
It's like the old days.
It's exactly. Kings were fat asses because they could afford food.
It was totally a sign of opulence and luxury. Yeah.
Right. So that's part 1. Part 2 is when your baby is born. Ours was like 6 pounds when he was born. And then they just get heavier and heavier. And the heavier they get, the more they want to be lifted. So you've got the belly, but then you've also got these biceps that you have no right to have. And then that's just, it does it. They're like, well, wealthy and built, So
yeah. They got them baby arms, them baby picking up arms.
Yeah, I don't know if baby arms is a compliment. Yo, bro, I spent 30 hours at the gym this week, and I've got baby arms.
Bro, I picked up this toddler like 30 times today.
No, dude, that's like, it's a workout. I don't give a shit who you are. Don't find a child and pick them up. But if you know a small child, go hang out with them for an hour. And
fucking pick them up.
Realize that after you do like one fun thing of like, haha, you now have to do it 100 times a day. And hey, but
somebody's got to keep.
Cougars love it. We got to keep those cougars purring.